Hello, it's me, your old pal, Colin. Don't even know me probably, but yeah, so if you've watched our last couple of videos, thank you very much. We've set up a YouTube channel and we're kind of figuring out really what we want to do with it. We've just seen loads of people, inspired by loads of people just watching By the Curb now, and the Matt Master and Jeff Carter, the Green Team. Just people just having, fun in their everyday lives. So last couple of ones, we were in Manchester, then we were in Blackpool on Saturday night, then we went to Southport for some grub. And today, you know what, I'm working, I've got a full-time job as well. I'm working from home, so I thought, you know what I need? It's a pretty cold day in the UK. Weather's freezing outside. What I need is a lovely brown ale chili made in my trusty Go Cook slow cooker. So, come along and follow the recipe if you want. It's going to be really nice. I'm a pretty good cook, to be honest with Jen will tell you, if she wasn't out Christmas shopping. But for this recipe, all you need, dead simple, 1 large onion, mixed chilies, a red, I think that's a bell pepper. They said bell pepper. I think I followed an American ingredients and they use different words to us, don't they? Anyway, we also need some Newcastle Brown Ale. Whether I need all of that, I don't know. And then I've got some beef mince from my local butchers, Shaw's Butchers in Runcorn. And we had, the usual, we have like salt and pepper and different spices and all of that. It's going to be in the slow cooker. So I'm just going to do a bit of prepping, which is, I'll be honest with you, I do like cooking. Well, I like eating more than cooking, as you can probably tell. The whole prepping side is a bit boring, so I'm not going to show you that. We're going to pop it all into the pan first of all. What we do is brown the mince off, cook the onions, sweat them off, which is a word that posh people tend to use. And then we'll put it all in the slow cooker and we'll see how we get on. So I just thought I'd carry on chatting to you all because I know you're dying to hear more. So basically, the camera work's not the best, but we're just kind of figure it out. We just want to. I'm not getting any younger. I'm 53. Jen's much younger than me because I've still got it. And we're kind of figuring out what we want to do with ourselves. So we thought, let's get on YouTube, set up a bit of a channel, and just see if we can get a following, because we see a lot of the stuff and we really admire and respect loads of them. I've been watching Beard Meets Food recently, who has been around for years, but I kind of stumbled across his videos and he's brilliant. And we thought, you know what, let's give it a go. You can smell it smells pretty nice actually, quite strong to be fair. So this is the large onion. I wasn't joking when I said large onion, wasn't I? Christ, it's massive. Sorry for blaspheming. So there's a large onion going in there, and there's 2 green and 1 red pepper going in there as well. There's the sizzle I was looking for. Lovely stuff. So, with my trusty spatula, if I might as well keep it there. Ignore all that down there. That's my, you can't really see it, but I've got a bar down the end because a couple of years ago I opened up, I think I might have to skim some of these onions out actually. A couple of years ago I set up a craft beer stall. To do that now because that's in the way. Yeah, I set up a craft beer stall. You've seen that, haven't you? Over in Widnes. There's a bottle opener. Tells you how much I drink. I drink at the weekends and no other time. Yeah, I set up a craft beer stall over on Widnes Market, selling like loads of local craft ales, but it went well for a little bit, man. I had a little pop-up store. Somebody wants to take over full time, and couldn't do it. Right, okay, now I know I'm not a psychopath if that was the test, because my eyes are starting to water a little bit. So just to remind you, in there we've got 2 cloves of garlic, a large onion. It is a large onion, and my goodness me, excuse me, 3 chili peppers. So what I'm going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to have to come off camera a second. I'm going to put, you can still see my lovely face. I'm going to put some cumin in there. Bit of cumin. I did buy some new chili powder because it was hot. Cayenne pepper actually. So I just bought these fresh from the shop, from Tesco's. There's another thing that we say round here. Again, I don't know if it's a northern thing or a Liverpool thing. I'm not from, I was born in Liverpool. I live in Runcorn, which is a place just outside Liverpool. I was born there and my family are from there. I don't know if it's just a Runcorn thing or whether it is actually a Liverpool thing. Where if someone goes to Asda supermarket, or the Asda supermarket, which makes sense, round here we call it the Asdas or the Asda. I don't, because I don't go to Asda. I go to Tesco. Which, again, telling I'm offering up all the information that nobody asked for, and nobody needs to know. But you never know, you might want to know it one day. You might think, what supermarket does that really successful YouTuber Colin of the Giggle Shack shop at? Now, you know, you can scan back to this one and it'll tell you about 20 minutes in, or maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes in, depends about the editing, that it's Tesco's is. Anyway, what amazing content. So, they are simmering away nicely. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to make a little bit of room, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. The beef mince. Sorry. The beef mince. 400 grams there. Measurements I'm not very good with. I just get, you know, what I think is about right. Because normally I get it from the supermarket. And it's dead easy there, because it tells you how much is in the package. So you go, oh, that looks about enough to make some chili. Excuse me. But then you go to the butcher's, like I did today. Let me try and get that out of the way. That looks a bit naff, doesn't it? That's a bit bad. Yeah, so when you go to the butcher's, you've got to ask for what you need. It's hard, isn't it? I have to ask the fella, Danny, lovely fella, or the lady it was today, how much do I need to only make this much? And he very kindly doesn't say, you're a grown man, you should know this by now. He just tells me what exactly, or roughly, excuse me, what I would need. And I go from there. So, I'm going to come back to you in a moment. So I'm just going to brown off the mince now. I'm going to put 1 beef stock cube in there. Maybe a bit more pepper. Not salt though. I don't want to put too much salt in, because there'll be salt in the stock cube, and I'll probably put another stock cube in later on. So you don't want it to be too salty, because as they always say, you can put more in, but you can't take any out. Do you know what I mean? So yes, come back to me shortly when I'm ready, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer this. I'm going to chop up the pepper. I've got the kidney beans as well. In the 80s, apparently they killed people. I don't know how. Maybe a load of tins fell on someone's head or something, but apparently they were dangerous to eat. Yeah, so we'll put the green peppers in. We'll put some more. We'll put some of the chili powder in this actually, and then we'll put that in. Probably not all of it, but don't worry, I won't be drinking the rest, because I'm not a big fan of that. I might be old, but I don't drink old man's drinks just yet. Although I have started drinking Guinness lately, and you can tell on my gut. So anyway, yeah, I'll come back to you when I'm going to transfer everything into the slow cooker. Then once I've done that bit, I'm going to put some corn flour in, and then that's it. I'll leave it then for 5 or 6 hours, and then I'll show you the end products later on. Welcome back. So now we are ready to transfer the chili into the slow cooker. Just turn that on. So what we've got in this little pan here, there you go. What we've got in there is 400 grams of beef. There's 1 carton of chopped tomatoes. There's 3 chilies. There's cayenne pepper, salt and pepper, all of that. 1 stock cube, a large onion, may have mentioned that. Some kidney beans and tomato puree, along with a bit of hot paprika. So I mentioned before, I only used mild chili, because there's also chili in the kidney beans. And because I do like it spicy, not everybody does, but I don't want it to be too overpowering. So I can always add more chili later on to taste. So this is the bit now where we're almost ready to just leave it to its own devices. Let's see, I'll move that over that way. Top camera work, Colin, well done, lad. So here we go, there's the chili going in there. This is always the best bit now. And the good thing about, if you're cooking in a slow cooker or doing anything like this, I always like making cottage pie and stuff, because, or anything you're cooking for a long time, because once you've done all the prep and you've started the cooking process, which is a posh phrase for me to use, you can just kind of leave it. You can, in fact, you can do all the dishes, which is a good thing, because obviously you accumulate a lot of dishes. There's the pepper going in. I didn't fry the peppers because, again, I'm not an actual chef or anything, as you can probably tell. But the thing behind that is I probably should have put them in a bit later, is they might, hopefully, they'll have a bit of crunch to them still after 6 hours of cooking. Of course they won't, Colin. Stop talking rubbish. Anyway, so now, it is a brown ale chili. This is Newcastle Brown Ale. Now, I'm a bit reluctant to put it all in because I don't want it to be really watery. So all the alcohol will kind of cook out of it as it goes on. And what you'll, maybe I'll put a bit more in. And what should happen is, if I've done it correctly, is you should just get like a nice, let me bring you back. You hopefully just get like a lot of depth to it. A lot of people put like, put dark chocolate and stuff into a chili. Again, not because they wanted to taste the chocolate or anything, you don't really taste that in it, but it just gives it a bit more depth to the food. So here we've got some corn flour. I've got a tablespoonful of corn flour mixed in with water, which is going to help thicken up, because obviously you put quite a bit of liquid in there. Well, I have. I don't know why I said you haven't done it. Well, you hopefully you'll follow this. But yeah, there's quite a lot of liquid gone into there. In fact, I'm going to put a bit more of this in because it's not as, yeah, there we go. So you pour the corn flour in like that. That will just, as it's cooking, do that again. Yeah, so as it's cooking, it'll start to reduce down anyway. I'm going to cook that. What time is it now? So I'm going to cook it I'm going to give it 5 hours and see how it is after that. Just keep testing it all the way through as well. Because if you find, it needs a bit more seasoning, maybe another stock cube, sometimes do that. A bit of Worcester sauce or whatever. You can always revisit it. If you need to put anything more in, then you can. That's why I always try I don't put too much of everything in. I'm not a cook. I don't know exact measurements. I just use my instincts. But make sure, if everything you put in, maybe put slightly less in, because you can always put a bit more in to taste later on. So I'm going to put that on put the slow cooker on I've used the slow cooker that often that all the writings come off the buttons. So, and my eyesight isn't the best anyway. I just kind of know where everything is. Temperature high, and away we go. Yes. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's now 7:30. 6 hours, 45 minutes ago, I started making this brown ale chili, which is 400 grams of minced beef. It's 3 chili peppers. It's got onions. There's garlic in there, cayenne pepper. There's a bit of smoked paprika, chili flakes, loads of stuff going in there, and about 200, 300 litres, imagine that. Well, half a bottle, roughly, of Newcastle Brown Ale, and we're just about ready to serve it up. This is our rice. So my mate Big Stew taught me a little tip with rice, because I never quite get it right. It was always either a bit too mushy or it was rock hard. So what my mate Big Stew said is cook it for about a minute or two, less than it says on the packet, and then drain all the water out of it, and then put the lid back on the pan, take the pan off the heat, and then just let it steam for the final couple of minutes, and it always works a treat. So here we have all this delicious brown ale chili. Look at that. So let's just serve this up in here. Look at that. Beautiful. A good dollop. So it's actually pretty healthy. I know there's like half a bottle of beer in there, but the rest of it, none of it's from a jar. It's all kind of fresh, apart from the spices and stuff. It's pretty good for you. The only thing that is not the best for you are these tortilla chips, or nachos, as you might call them in your household. But anyway, let's go and go. Come with me. I want to see how it tastes. Right, so there you have it. Oh, there's kidney beans in it as well. I didn't mention that before. Let's give it a go. So it finished cooking probably about 20 minutes ago, and I turned the slow cooker off just to let it cool down a bit because it was roasting hot. So here we go. Take the first. Let's go in for that bite. Remember him, Big Jake. That is really, really good. Quite spicy, which is how I like it. I'm going to try and avoid getting any more dead medals down in front of this. If you can probably see a few little dots there, that's where, yeah, I spilt me dinner. I'm such a slob. But I live by myself, so I very much eat like Henry VIII. But on this, I forgot to get the old elbow grease on it before I put it in the wash. So it looks pretty rank. But anyway, there you go. That is Big Cole's slow cooked brown ale chili. Have a go making it yourself. All I done, just Google the ingredients or Google the recipe and follow that. So if you think you can't cook, you can. Anybody can. You just got to have the patience to do it. Just Google anything, follow the recipe to the letter, and you really can't go wrong. So I'm going to crack on with this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.